Mike Coppinger reporting sources Eddie Hearn and Mike Garcia are closing in on a one-fight deal with an option that DAZN bout likely will be versus Jessie Vargas at welterweight in early 2020. No deal yet, but appears imminent. Hearn had a big night with Joshua when now trying to keep momentum going. It is now 2 days after this report. I'm still waiting for that imminent news. But digressing from that, guys, thoughts on a Mikey Garcia, Jessie Vargas one-off fight on DAZN?
Who cares what Eddie Hearn says? It's garbage.
I see what you did there. That was good. Shout out to the Frank Warren impersonation.
This fight's not going to happen. I mean, he's fighting Pacquiao. We already know he's fighting Pacquiao. Shit.
It's garbage.
You guys can't say stuff at the same time or play sound bites over when somebody's talking. It sounds really bad. Don't do that, please.
Play it again.
I couldn't help it. He was breathing. I thought he wasn't like a fish.
Gary doesn't breathe.
Look, Eddie Hearn can say all what he likes. Who gives a shit what Eddie Hearn says? It's garbage.
And like what is in this fight for Mikey other than maybe just a huge flat check for one night?
But it can't be bigger than a Pacquiao check. It can't be. I mean, I guess theoretically,
Pacquiao.
It could be. It could be.
You fight with Pacquiao.
The A side of DAZN, who I think is not struggling, but they've seemed to have stagnated. I would say they've reached a huge amount of growth in a year, but they've seemed to have stagnated in some fashion. A Mike Garcia bump might help them in their mindset, at least, or especially Matchroom's mindset, especially Eddie Hearn's mindset. They will, especially their U.S. department. Maybe they pay him more as the A side versus what PBC could pay Mikey as a B side to Pacquiao, but I don't think that's true. Just playing devil's advocate, that's a possibility. I don't think it's probable, but it's a possibility. I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't really think this is going to happen as well. I think this is going to be like the Danny Garcia, Mike Garcia pay-per-view we heard about forever that never happened. Mikey's definitely in that boat of guys that gets mentioned all the time in matchups that never happen. So I just don't know. I don't care to really ponder this as if it's legitimate because Mikey's been in how many different matchups rumored in the last 12 months or whenever he lost to Spence. And all of them have not happened.
Free agent status, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can be linked to everybody and
nobody.
Keep guessing, right? And play everybody off against everybody. Yeah.
It's a negotiating tactic to get more money, a better split in the Pacquiao fight.
I think that's probably a potential factor here. Like, there's a reason it went from, I think the first reporting for this news was a deal, like an actual multi-fight deal. Then it went to one fight, just the Jessie Vargas fight. I think there's Mikey there going back and forth from different rooms with deals and saying, hey, what are you going to offer me now? Okay, he runs back over to the other room, that's PBC. What are you going to offer me now? Runs back over to DAZN. What are you going to offer me now? And he's going to wait till he gets what he deems is the best offer.
I think we get it. The Jessie Vargas fight.
It wouldn't shock me if we did, but I'd bet against it at this point.
I don't even want it. Like, that's the thing. Like,
it's so uninteresting. Like, it has no real impact on the division, but I guess they're just paying Jessie so much money. You're going to earn it. Like, you're going to fight somebody good.
Is this like betting against Prograis versus Hooker, or
what do you mean by that? Like betting against
Hooker? I mean Flanagan. Sorry. Is it that kind of betting against, or is it a stronger possibility?
You're just never going to let Gary live that one down, huh, Rob?
I can't. That's one of the most
ridiculous. It's got to be 2 years ago at this point, right? Like, how?
It's still gold. That's money in the bank. That
Rob had a miss the other week. Why aren't we remembering it? What was it?
I picked Inouye's brother to beat.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. To beat Lomachenko.
Ooh, Gary with the fucking dagger in the heart.
No chance.
Oh, man. Hold on.
Please believe your demise will be televised.
Your demise just got televised there, Rob.
No way.
It's rough, though, right? Because
no one's watching this on TV.
If Charlo, let's say Charlo did fight Canelo, I'm in the same spot you were with Luke Campbell. Like, what am I supposed to do?
I don't care about that. Digressing back to Mike Garcia, Jessie Vargas. I mean, I think Manny Pacquiao wins against Mikey, but that's a far more interesting fight at 147 than Jessie Vargas at this point in time. Rob, do you disagree with that?
No, I think it's,
Like beyond what you think happens,
excited by it, but I think it could be a good fight. I think it'd be a good fight.
what Mikey Pacquiao or
No, Mikey Vargas.
what fight's better, Pacquiao Mikey or Mikey versus Jessie Vargas?
Competitive wise, Jessie Vargas.
Mikey wins both of them, but Pacquiao's obviously more competitive. Oh, I don't think a Vargas fight's not competitive at all.
Look. Here's the deal. I don't know really how to respond to that, Rob, because I mean Jessie Vargas just went life and death with Humberto Soto, who has a worse hairline than you do.
Why are you doing that?
It's not a dig at you. It's a dig at Humberto Soto.
No, but you're bringing me into that.
Because I'm talking to you. And you're the only bald guy in the group, so I'm going to make bald jokes. It has to be to you.
If you want to make fun of somebody with great hair,
That's to make out how bad his hairline is, that it is worse than mine.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to get Anthony over? So you can trash on the UK some more?
I'll trash on his hairline too, don't worry. I don't understand how anyone thinks Mikey Jessie Vargas is a legitimate fight at this point in time. Jessie Vargas has struggled and had draws with Thomas Delorme. He is struggling on life and death with Humberto Soto. Mikey, while getting destroyed by Earl Spence, that's Earl Spence. You know what I mean? And Mikey still beat Sergey Lipinets at 140, which is a better win than any of Jessie Vargas's wins at 140. He still has wins against Robert Easter at 135. That's better than any win that Jessie Vargas has at 135. I mean, Jessie Vargas is the perennial guy that has gotten opportunity after opportunity without ever proving it, without ever earning it.
well, he beat Ali, which was the big win. Saddam Ali.
Yeah, and again, I don't know what made Saddam Ali this big win where now we rank.
He was an Olympian. He was a hot prospect. Again, Saddam Ali done nothing to earn that, but he was an Olympian, and he looked really good against bad competition, and he was a big prospect. That's really all he was.
I understand. That's Jaime Magia the same way.
His career, what are you talking about?
I just don't understand how anyone thinks Mikey doesn't just really outbox and just sort of 10-2, 11-1, 12-0 decision Jessie Vargas.
You
honestly.
said it was a good fight before the show. I love it.
Me?
Yeah.
I never said Mikey and Jessie Vargas was a good fight. We never even talked about it before the show. Like, Rob, you can make up things like you did with Gary. That's fine. I never said this was a good fight. I've always said this fight was shit. So you can try to put words in my mouth and lie about what I've said. That's never happened. I've never said this was a good fight.
Legitimately talked about this before the show. But anyway.
And legitimately, I've never said this was a good fight. Never. This fight is garbage. Now, it's not as garbage as, let's say, the Danny Garcia fight, which we'll get to, because that fight is trash. But this is a garbage fight that does nothing for the division, nothing for Mike Garcia. All it is a attempt to bring some name value to DAZN and to put him in there with Jessie, who they've been paying so much money for nothing. Okay? This fight means nothing to me. And this fight is probably going to be a ho-hum decision where Mikey wins every round. I don't understand how anyone thinks this fight's better than the Pacquiao Mikey Garcia fight. I don't understand that argument.
Because I think Pacquiao destroys him. I think he knocks him out where Spence couldn't.
Okay. I don't agree with you. I think that's a really bad take there.
All right.
Gary, you want to jump in?
He thinks Mikey wins everything.
I mean, I think he beats both those names that we mentioned. Although the Pacquiao fight's obviously a great fight. I think that's a really I really want to see that fight because I could see either guy winning. I would pick Mikey because I have to at this point, and I don't think it's unreasonable that Mikey can time him and outbox him. But Vargas, Vargas is bigger, a lot bigger and longer, so he may give him some problems there. But Mikey would figure that out, and he'd dominate most of the fight.
Yeah, and plus, if this is just a one-off, then what does it really even do for DAZN?
It makes no sense. I mean, unless you think you can wine and dine Mikey and bring him over and fight Hooker, I guess is. But they don't have anyone.
You've been pushing that Hooker fight. It's never going to happen, Gary. Hooker is a no one right now without a belt. That's just a reality.
I'm saying at 147, what does the zone have to offer Mikey that, you know what I'm saying? Like to entice him to stay?
Nothing except for maybe money, obviously. Like they could pay him huge guarantees like Canelo and not worry about the paycheck potentially if he's just a loss leader in their eyes. But I don't think that legitimately happens. I don't think Mikey is that guy.
But like Eddie has to have an end game in mind, right? Like what
with negotiating with Mikey?
Yeah, like this is the fight I want to make. I'll pay him a lot of money to fight Jessie because I want this fight after that. What fight is that? That's what what fight is he looking down the road at?
I don't think they're thinking that way. I think promoters nowadays rarely think long term in that aspect, to be honest. I think they're thinking about what is the biggest pop we can get for a night, regardless of money. Right now, maybe Mikey, Jessie, because Jesse's our only big piece at welterweight. We need a welterweight name. Mikey is the only one negotiating with us. It's going to make us a quick buck, potentially.
They should put it in Miami, too. It'll kill there.
Now, if it happens, I think it's a fight between a guy that's maybe top 8 in the world against a guy that's top 15 in the world. But it's a fight that again does nothing for either guy long term. I think it's like if Mikey wants to tune up, which this kind of is in a way, in my mind, I can see why he's doing it for a quick cash grab. But Mikey's also that guy that's still calling out top level names too. Like Mikey's a weird case. Like regardless of that loss, he still thinks he could beat everyone. So I'd rather see him fight a Danny Garcia. I'd rather see him fight a Manny Pacquiao. I'd rather see him fight a Terrence Crawford even. Or if he's going to take a tune-up, I mean, this isn't the worst tune-up in the world to take, right?
No, it's not. It's not Ivan Radcash.
Yeah, I mean, that's so bad. So bad. So I'm accepting it under that pretext that he's coming off this huge loss, first loss in his career. It's a tune-up. All right, I accept it. It's fine. But other than that, it's not anything for me. It's not anything meaningful for me at all. And I don't think it's a competitive fight as well. Well, I do think, I think Pacquiao beats Mikey. I think that's a far more competitive matchup than Vargas and Mikey Garcia. But digressing from that, any other points on Mike?